Hello, fellow Geminis. This is Maxine Taylor with my astrological forecast for Gemini, November 2020. And I just love it. I hope you do too. First of all, let's start with Mars, the planet of action and energy. It's been retrograde in our 11th solar house of friends and groups and hopes and wishes. And when Mars is retrograde, nothing happens. It flatlines. It's kind of two steps forward, two steps back. It just on pause. Well, on the 13th, it goes direct. And so we can put our hopes and wishes into action much better. We may go toe to toe with friends. We may resolve issues with friends that need resolution. This is terrific. Mars is going to be in the shadow of the retrograde, which means it's going to feel like Mars is retrograde, but it's not, till the first week in January. However, it's been my experience and observation that when Mars goes direct, the energy starts moving forward. So hang in there, okay? Now, I have got to jump into the first house. Normally, I save the new moons and the full moons for later, but boy, this is so cool. We have a new moon in our solar 6th house. Now, on the new moon, energy starts growing. The new moon is anywhere between the 14th and 15th, depending on what part of the world you live in. It's in 23 degrees of Scorpio. It's in our 6th house of work, health, and service. So Venus is there too. And what this means is any health issues will improve. Your work situation can improve. The energy starts growing on the new moon until, like a balloon that is so filled with air that it explodes and brings things to a head. The full moon on November 30th is in 8.5 of Gemini, but it's not just a full moon. It is a lunar eclipse. And so for Gemini, it's our turn. It is particularly your turn. If this eclipse, this full moon, sits on your sun, your moon, or your ascendant, because in that case, it's a new life eclipse. And instead of lasting until the next pair or of eclipses come along, sometimes there are 3 of them, but usually they're in pairs. A new life eclipse lasts at least a year. And it's not a new chapter, it's a whole new book. In our solar chart, it's in our first house, of course, in 8 Gemini 38. Look in your birth chart. If you have anything in Gemini, excuse me, not anything, the sun, the moon, or the ascendant. I was thinking ahead because I know some of you are astrology students and you're saying, well, how about the nodes and how about Jupiter? Sun, moon, or ascendant, kids. Sun, moon, or ascendant. You have a new life eclipse. And this is so exciting. So give yourself 5-degree orb, which means if you have any sun, if your sun, your moon, or your ascendant goes from 3 Gemini to 13 Gemini. You might say, what about 2.5? Yes, because it's a full moon, okay? And what this does is it brings everything to a head that it touches. If you don't have anything in Gemini except the sun, that's cool. You might say, but you know, it's not in the early degrees of Gemini. It's still incredibly powerful because it's in our sign. Okay? Okay, so I couldn't wait. I had to share it. Typical Gemini, right? So let's look over here at the fifth house of fun and games, Venus, the pink planet, the planet of love and money and enjoyment, has been in our fifth house. Also, the fifth house is kids. What are you enjoying now? Because with Venus in the fifth house, you're ready to play. I don't care if there's a virus going on. You will manage to enjoy yourself at home. You will have fun, and your children should provide enjoyment for you too. Okay. On the 21st, the sun moves into our solar sixth house. And any health issues, I don't mean major stuff, although it sure could be major. You know what I mean. Your health improves, your job improves, your daily activities improve. Yeah, baby. Mercury, communication, correspondence, transportation. It is in our fifth house. Wherever Mercury is what we think about and talk about. Now, Mercury has been retrograde. It's going to go direct on election day, on November 3rd. Oh, yeah. Change in the energy field completely. It will be in the shadow of the retrograde until the 19th. And I'm thinking, with Mars in the shadow of the retrograde till the first week of January, and Mercury in the shadow of the Mercury retrograde till the 19th of November, it may be till the 19th that we find out the complete results of the election. Okay? Um, hard to say. Hard to say. On the 10th, Mercury moves into our sixth house, and wherever Mercury goes, that's what you think about and talk about. And whatever you're thinking about and talking about is what you put your attention on. And whatever you put your attention on grows. So there's your job. There's your health improving. The sun, the giver of life, the yellow planet, the center of our world, has been and is in our sixth house of health and work and staying busy. On the 21st, the same day that Venus moves into our sixth house, solar house, the sun moves into our seventh house. And we want to get out there and be with people and socialize. And so maintain social distance, but absolutely interact with people, whether online, by phone, snail mail, or in person, because they're going to want to get out there and be with people. And of course, by that time, Mars will be direct and we're ready to be with friends. So happy November, my dear fellow Geminis. And join me next month when once again I take a look at our sign and everybody else's. So may the stars shine brightly on you and yours.